evening. Oh, let me turn my little sound off on my phone. How are you this evening? My name's Alex, and I'm here to present to you all kinds of great information about X39 tonight and about our company and our product and business and all the good things. This is really quite a movement that we are a part of right now with this product. And so I'm going to be covering all kinds of goodies here tonight. Quick disclaimer as I'm getting started is that everything that I'm going to talk about and the amazing power of this little patch, which is probably going to blow your mind if this is the first time you're seeing this, is really for educational purposes, really only. I'm not here to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent anything with any statements that I make. And when you see what this can do in the body, you're going to be amazed. And so hopefully you'll get just as excited as I am and other people on this call to learn more about it, to get started and potentially to share with other people as well. There's an opportunity here that's optional, but also really great ways to get started that I'm going to go through and kind of what's all on the table in about maybe 30, 35 minutes or so. So I'm going to share screen with you now and go ahead and get started with this presentation for you. And first, before we get going, I just want to share this screen to share what we are doing every week, because we have all kinds of training and different opportunities for you to plug people into, to learn about the products, to learn about how to get started. If you have a vision to build a business with this, a little bit or a lot is fantastic. So Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, there's opportunities. So make sure you take a quick screenshot of this or use the QR code to get the weekly schedule and plug into these meetings. We just had an incredible call just a moment ago on our launch lab for helping people just getting started. And that call really is even just to help people get just a few people started with them to enjoy the product, because it just makes so much sense. It's hard not to share with people. And this certainly can get you paid enough, even just to pay for your own products. So you want to stick around to the end of this presentation, because we are going to talk a bit about that, and you'll want to be plugged in. So this other screen here is how to get plugged in with us. Of course, we have a Facebook group for the whole team. We want you to be on that so you can find out what's going on and celebrations and all kinds of great stuff on there to help you. Then we have our YouTube page. You might be watching this on YouTube. Everything is recorded there and will be housed there. And so you want to go to the playlists there in order to find these different calls and the previous calls that we've done, all kinds of science, great information, and lots of little shorts on there as well. And then, of course, all about the patch and all about the business are these last two QR codes here, where we're going to be talking about both of these sites. And I will bring these screens up again at the end of the presentation. Let me just make sure everything is good on sound, that I didn't get anything from our tech team. All is good. Okay, perfect. So let's get started on this. Okay, optimum health and wellness can absolutely be yours with this patch. With this product, oh my gosh, and the way that it's this approach of moving energy in the body, increasing the energy in the body, and really reactivating the stem cells in the body, and many other things that are going to happen as in the way that this works. And so that flow of energy is really, really important to understand. And there's a couple of other pieces that I would like for you to know as well, where the power of this patch really, really is in the mechanism of action of what it's doing. And so before I get into exactly what the patch is doing, what I want to differentiate with you right now are the different types of cells you have in the body, because you do have cells that have already become organs and tissues and different systems in the body that are differentiated. They're already specialized into like skin cells or, your nails or your different organs or your liver cells or pancreas or hair or what have you. All of these are differentiated already. And then we have what are called pluripotent or universal stem cells, which can become anything in the body. And these stem cells also put out growth factors and signals to basically to reduce inflammation and to repair and rebuild and regenerate the body. So there's massive things that happen when we use this phototherapy patch. And again, I'll show you the difference in basically the mechanism of action and the science behind it, so you can see how powerful it is in what it does by activating this energy in the body. But those different types of cells are important to understand, because as the body is degenerating and as we're aging prematurely, unfortunately, the already differentiated cells are also not acting properly, and they can get malformed and things can get trapped, and different energies get trapped in our tissues. And so the stem cells need to go in and put out those growth factors and start doing the healing and repairing, and also duplicating themselves back into specialized differentiated cells again to rebuild those tissues. So there are two different types of things going on here, but massive changes that can happen. So you want to consider this patch, of course, because most of us are aging way faster than we should be. And when you think of the symptoms of aging, There are multitude, right? Multitude of symptoms. And when you even just think about what you're taking and what most people are taking just to run their lives now, something to help them wake up, to help them fall asleep, to keep the energy all through the day, to help grow their hair, to fix their skin, to lower their inflammation or their pain, to work with different neurological issues, memory, anxiety, depression, just panic, things like that, dysregulation in the nervous system. And then, of course, oh gosh, just a million different things that people are taking stuff for, right? And also for healing. So all of this is these symptoms of aging are happening faster and younger because of what? Our dirty air, our dirty water, our dirty food, right? The way we think, the stresses in our life, all of these create inflammation, systemic inflammation, chronic inflammation, and all kinds of things that can start going south. And it happens in a quantum way. It's called epigenetics. And so it's different genes are getting downregulated as all of these things are bombarding our system. And as the body's breaking down, they're even creating more dysregulation. And so our genes are actually shutting down and they're dysregulated. And so to get our genes to re-regulate, well, that's what we're going to be talking about. And so in particular, there's a specific peptide that is directly related to the reduction of stem cell activity, or whether our stem cells are dormant. Those are the cells that are repairing, rebuilding, and regenerating. There's a direct correlation in this specific peptide and stem cell activity going down at the same rate. And so by the age of 30, only half of our stem cells are active. The other half's dormant. And by the age of 60, most of our stem cells are dormant, which means we're not able to create new tissues and we're not able to rebuild, repair, regenerate. And again, thinking of inflammation and all kinds of other things that are going to happen when you recognize what this peptide does, oh my gosh, it's head to toe, hair to toenails, like so many changes. And not only that, it even extends out into your energy field and into your relationships. What can change when you change the flow of energy with this? It is absolutely amazing. So you're definitely going to want to consider this patch. So how it basically works, it is a phototherapy patch. This is what it looks like. It's a little sticker. It has organic nanocrystals inside. They put nothing into your body. It's non-transdermal, totally safe to use no matter what you're taking, with the exception of active chemotherapy or organ transplant, because we don't want to mess with those systems when breaking down the body or trying to accept a new organ. We'll just let that happen, and then we could get on the patch after. But other than that, you don't have to change your lifestyle. You don't have to eat anything, swallow anything, change anything about the way you do your life. You just stick it on, and then you take it off and you put a new one on in the morning. That's it. And so what it is these little nanocrystals basically emit a specific frequency in the body back to the body. Your body heat gets trapped in the little underneath the crystals, under the little band-aid, and then it reflects back that frequency and it signals your body to produce a peptide. It's called GHK, which immediately binds to the copper in your body. And that GHK copper peptides, which are considered the holy grail, literally the holy grail in anti-aging, do a multitude of things. But the most important thing to know is that when the GHK goes up and the GHK copper peptides go up in the body, they immediately, because it's a phototherapy, it's a light therapy, it immediately activates the system. It resets thousands of your genes within the first 24 to 48 hours. I mean, we're talking a third of your genes that were downregulated from all those things I was talking about, including the medications and supplements we're taking. All the different supplements we're taking also can produce stress in the body. So it re-regulates a third of your genes to a younger, healthier state. And so long as you're wearing a patch, of course, I'll tell you how to wear it in a minute. As long as you continue on the product, your genes are going to stay in that younger, healthier state, and everything starts to work better, like so much. And keep in mind also that everyone's body breaks down in a different way. And so it's because the whole body it's working in layers of, it's really quantum. It's not linear that the way that the body breaks down. It could be a trapped emotion here and a negative thing there and some inflammation here and something you're taking over there and some dirty air over here. And all of these things can show up in a multitude of ways, and your body's going to break down accordingly, and also according to your genetics. And so your body's going to heal in its own special way as well. And that's really cool to know. And the longer you use this product, the more things start to get better and better. So phototherapy has been around for forever. People have been using different colored lights and therapies and things like that. Of course, we've heard of red light therapies now and blue lights and lasers and all kinds of light therapies. But even in ancient times, they were using colored glass. And just to change, again, the epigenetics, the energy, right? That because we're all energy, and that can completely change and modulate the body. It's called photobiomodulation for a fancy word, but it's really just a light therapy, and we are beings of light. So it's a very simple process to wear. You basically take the little sticker off, you put it on. You can put it on either of these locations here or really anywhere on the body works. These are just the two spots where they do all of our research to standardize with other patches that the company has made in the past. And so that's the reason why those are the instructions. It's just where the research was performed. However, this again can work anywhere on the body. So put it close to a wound or anywhere that you might have specific pain, just in case it gives you that extra boost if it's close by. But you wear it for 12 hours. So I recommend you wear it with the sun. You just put it on in the morning and then take it off at night. But if you piggyback a habit you already have, like brushing your teeth, then of course it makes it really simple to create that habit. Put it on in the morning, take it off at night, rest overnight, don't wear it, and then reverse and then do it again, repeat. If you find yourself a little sleepy, which can happen in the beginning for some people, if they go directly into healing and they start sleeping really long nights, you might find that you need to flip-flop and wear it at night, and then during the day take it off. Whatever works best for you, but most people after a few weeks are able to go ahead and just wear it in the daytime and take it off at night. If it's too powerful, you can also wear it for less time. So you can just take half the backing off and wear it for a few hours one day, and then the next day wear it for another few hours, and then titrate your way up to a full day. It doesn't usually take too long to get to that point. And it is safe for your animals as well, by the way, just so you know. And then lots of water is really important as well, because your body's going to start healing. And that healing process means it's also going to let go of a lot of stored toxins. And we want those to be flushed out accordingly. And also just know that our DNA structure, which this is actively working with, our DNA structure is really crystals that are made with water. And so we have to have enough water so that those signals and all of the operations of our DNA can be activated fully. And so we need a lot of water. It's going to be important throughout the time that you use the patches. And it's important anyway. So GHK again and GHK copper peptides are what is rising in the body when you use these phototherapy patches, and it's proven to provide a level of health and vitality that is just absolutely mind-blowing. It really is. And you might be a one-patch wonder, as it's been said, where you put a patch on and you have an immediate result. Now that might be about 10% of people. Other people, it could take up to a month to start really noticing some changes, but the longer you wear it, you'll start to see the multitude of ways that it can show up. And I'm going to show you a lot of those ways in just a moment here. And again, this patch specifically designed to elevate these peptides to reactivate our dormant stem cells. And also your body can, at a certain point after a couple of months, can also start reverting your own skin cells that have been differentiated already into skin cells back into more pluripotent universal stem cells that can become anything in the body. Again, to rebuild the tissues, repair, and to regenerate. Wow, right? So even if you don't have enough circulating stem cells, you can produce more, because the body is meant to heal itself. So we're changing the epigenetics, we're changing the environment around everything so that things can work optimally and younger again. The benefits are absolutely amazing. And immediately when you start wearing it, like I said, because of that immediate reset, you're going to notice, well, you may not notice right away, but it's happening, an elevation of antioxidants, particularly glutathione goes up about 30%. That's our master antioxidant. That's what's going to release a lot of the stored toxins that are normally stored in our fat cells. And we don't want those bombarding around the system. So your body's going to have more optimal levels of all kinds of things in order to flush that out. So lots of water, and just be excited. But the other thing too is a decrease in inflammation is another one of the first things that shows up. So that might produce really, really immediate results for you if you have inflammatory responses that are ready to be healed, right? So your stem cells are actually attracted to inflammation. So if you have systemic inflammation, it might take a little while for it to go right exactly where you want at first, but you might have localized inflammation, maybe from a wound or an injury or something that's really inflamed at the moment. So it could go to work right on that right away. So you might notice that, like, again, immediately, but it might take just a little bit longer. So be patient with it. So let me share with you some of the things that are going to happen though. More energy in general. We're talking nice, even energy throughout the day. So take note, you may not need those energy drinks in the afternoon, less coffee in the morning. It's just a nice, beautiful, even clean energy that is just, again, natural. And think about how much money you can save not having to take a lot of things for some of these ailments I'm going through. Better sleep is another one, right? So we're talking about longer sleep, deeper sleep, more dreaming, things like this. This is where recovery and repair happens. So if you're not getting enough sleep now, take note. This is something that changes very, very quickly. Sometimes for people, the very first night they start wearing these patches, definitely something to pay attention to. Again, your body is recovering and it's healing during those times and repairing. Dramatic pain relief, again, so amazing what can happen with pain relief. And again, this is going to happen at its own rate for you, but in some cases, in many cases, it's immediate. But definitely a reduction in pain is something that you can expect. Wrinkle reduction, I love this one, of course. Collagen, how many people are taking collagen? How many people are literally taking stem cells out of their body or blood out of their body and trying to get growth factors out of spinning their blood into platelet-rich plasma and injecting their faces and injecting their bodies and where they have pain and so on, and their scalp to grow hair. I mean, our collagen goes up. It starts to go up significantly naturally when you're wearing this patch. So this is especially noticeable in terms of wrinkles around 4 to 12 weeks. So take a picture of your face before you get started or right away if you've already gotten started, from the front and both sides, and of course the neck as well, and any other areas where you might have scars on the body, and take note how that changes over time. It's so cool. Sports performance, especially as you get older, because that's when things are working less and less. Oh my gosh, not only the workouts themselves, but the recovery time, less pain or that delayed onset muscle soreness, and way better results in the gym or whatever it is you're doing that keeps you active. Super exciting that this can help with that. A lot of people are taking supplements for that too. And then I mentioned already to take a picture of scars on the body, because the last phase of wound healing is called remodeling. And this is something that most of the time we don't even reach. So scars can start to lighten and soften. This is one of many things that I had happen from a dog bite when I was 6 years old. So keep note and think about if you've had any surgeries or injuries internally, that those scars are also going to be remodeling, and that collagen's going up and everything's starting to work better and repair. It's incredible what can happen. And so to get to that last phase of wound healing, just with this patch in and of itself is really huge. And speaking of that wound healing, of course, 3 times faster wound healing with this patch. This is what stem cells are really made for in all reality. If you're going in for a surgery, or if you have wounds or open wounds or anything, you put it nearby and double up if you want. Make sure you have enough GHK copper peptides in the body, getting those stem cells active. They're going to go right to those sites that need healing first in the order of difficulty. And usually wounds are one of those first calls to action for your body. That's what the signaling will do. And so that is something, and we have clinical research on all of these things. So really exciting about that. Youth renewal and age reversal both have to do with the resetting of the genetics, because everything starts acting younger. So we're actually looking at, over time, not even that much time, we are seeing biomarkers of in the heart and I believe it's in the blood pressure as well, that the whole body is actually getting younger in the way that it's acting because of this reset that's happening. So youth renewal and age reversal, definite results that are to be expected, and especially over time. So many ways that this can show up. These are just the ones that we have the research on. Here's a few other, just some pictures that you can look at. One of the things that we see a lot is hair regrowth, and this usually shows up somewhere around 3 weeks. So you might notice a new halo of hair that's growing. I actually have a couple of 3 different hairdressers that work with me as brand partners, and I mean, they've just been seeing so much hair loss due to the recent pandemic, and people are growing their hair back. It's amazing. And so they got really excited about that and started putting everybody on the patches, but also, of course, skin and all kinds of different things. You can see a bunch of wounds here and some chronic conditions that can start to normalize and reverse as well. So cool. So again, increasing the flow and the energy of your own body's pluripotent stem cells naturally allows the body to heal itself the way it's designed to. It is so intelligent. And again, in its own order of difficulty, it's just so exciting to follow as people are going. Now, one of the things that I also really, really want to share, and this is to me the most important thing, honestly, in today's world, is what this can do for your nervous system, your brain, and your whole nervous system. This helps to actually synchronize or balance the left and right hemisphere of the brain, the coherence in the brain. It lowers our autonomic nerve, it normalizes the autonomic nervous system. So in other words, your stress responses come down. So people are less angry, less triggery, less on edge, less anxiety, less of these, fight or flight responses, which allows the body to heal. And it changes your relationships. It can change everything when you have less of that. It's the mood elevation that happens. There's so many neurochemicals that come into a balance. These are the ones that are helping you to sleep better. They affect the mood and improve the mood, cognition, memory, and again, that flow of the two hemispheres of it's just incredible. Heart rate variability, brain heart coherence. I mean, the body's amazing. And again, it's the body that's doing all of this, you guys. It is not the patch. The patch is just, this is why we call it the holy grail of anti-aging, because the patch is stimulating a peptide that just goes down significantly as we age. And there's no other way that's been figured out to rise that peptide, that tripeptide. People actually put copper peptides on their skin in all kinds of really expensive cosmetics. And they're, like I said, they're injecting their faces with all stem cells and exosomes and PRP and all these things, trying to get this type of an action to happen. They're expensive therapies. They can be helpful, but they're also temporary. What if you have something systemically always working? So your body's actually doing what it's designed to do. Just incredible. So it's really endless when you increase this flow of energy and activate your stem cells, what can happen, and that resetting of your genome. It's just stunning. And I really want for you to take a look at this website, to dive into the research. I'm a research junkie, so that was really important to me. I didn't expect anything, thinking, I was totally healthy. I wasn't expecting anything from the patches, except I saw all the science and I knew it was going to be good for me. And so when I got started, I immediately knew, just from the things that I've done in my life, that I was going to be telling people about it. I couldn't not. And it was the science that gave me the confidence to just go all in and do that. I ended up with 5 different actually, probably now it's been more like 7 different things that have happened for me that I never would have expected. And so I've been using this patch now for almost 4 years, and it just gets better and better. It's just amazing. And everything is on this website, startx39.com. There's videos, there's really simple things to read there. There's also, you can go right down the rabbit hole of GHK copper peptides and PubMed studies, clinical studies on our product itself and how it works in the body. It's just absolutely amazing. And it'll also show what to expect at different times. This is a really, really great resource. And it's a place that you can send your friends and family to, of course, to learn about the product, and then make sure you send those people back to the person who invited you to learn about it, unless you want to become a brand partner, in which case we will show you how to follow up with those people. All right, let me talk a little bit about our company and about our founder, and then a little bit about how to get started, what's right for you, and then also a little bit about the marketing plan should you decide to go the option of brand partnership. If you decide you want to do business, the business option, it's not it's totally it's so cool. It's so cool. Most of our customers actually end up sharing with other people because they can't not share it with other people. If you have a heart of service, I'll tell you, it's hard not to talk about it with people. So this is David Schmidt. He's our CEO and inventor and founder. He is an amazing scientist. He's got over 130 patents on his products and the different things that he has invented in his life. He's incredible. He's a 2-time recipient award of the Advanced Technology Award from the International Hall of Fame. And he's got even more stuff up his sleeve. He is the best guy to have at the helm of this ship. The company itself is almost 20 years old. Okay, so it's a proven company with the right guy at the leadership. It is still privately held. And it's the company itself, even though it's 20 years old, has gone from 20 million to 320 million in the last 3 years. This product came out 4 years ago in the spring of 2019. So I tell you, this product is that good. And it's so, like I said, hard not to share that it's grown. It's just blown up like crazy. We're operating in over 75 countries. And we even have had such incredible growth recently, like 30% in a 1-month period this past summer. And it's just still exponential. The timing is incredible. And again, the company is so solid and just, it's one of the only companies that are directly shared from their happy customers that is doing anything like this. I mean, it is top notch. The technology itself is patented. And like I said, he has over 130 patents, but this product also has a number of patents, and it's patented for the next, well, he patented it for 20 years. So I think we have 17 years or so, 16 and a half years left with this patent. Nobody can touch this technology. Nobody else has figured out this holy grail of GHK copper peptides and stem cells, that it's just amazing. And there's no other, it's not a Me Too product. In other words, there's no direct competitors. There's people that are selling all these different shampoos and different diets and shakes and, all kinds of different things. We're not asking you to not do those things. This is just a really simple add-on. However, you might find that people don't need nearly as many of those things and supplements and so on, because of what the body can do when you're wearing this patch. So it's really, really something else. And including, some of these other companies, if you're considering joining, you don't have the competition of weight loss companies and skincare companies and supplements and hair care and all the new gadgets and things that are out there to help get your body to heal itself. This is so simple, and you don't have to plug it in either. I love that. The biologics industry is really the field or the industry that we're playing in here, because it's a huge industry. These therapies are becoming so popular. I've already mentioned stem cell therapies, exosomes, PRPs, all these different growth factors that people are trying to get into their body to do what the body's supposed to be doing naturally, which we're activating. Some of these therapies are extremely expensive, illegal to do in the United States. A lot of people are doing them anyway. But people are realizing the importance of healthy stem cells and specialized growth factors, and the industry itself is exploding regardless of the limitations of it. So think about if somebody were going to be pulling the blood out of their body and then spinning it for PRP and then re-injecting it in their body, or pulling their blood out or stem cells out of their bone marrow or adipose tissue or what have you. What if you're actually using this patch for a little while before you do that? Do you think there's going to be more growth factors and stem cells that are active to actually then re-inject in? Of course. So it can work in conjunction. We're not even competing with it. We can work side by side with it or in place of it, because this is actually super affordable for everybody. And if it's even slightly out of your range, we have an opportunity to share with a few people and be able to make enough money to pay for your own products. And again, this might be, the simplicity of just getting started and sharing with a few, even if you don't have a vision for a full business. But you might also, because this is a great time for this. People, like, the economy is what it is right now. There's a lot of uncertainty in the world, and to have either a side business that can become a full-time thing or an addition, but something you can do from home in your spare time or on the road while you're doing other things, this could be the best time to make your move and to bring in multiple streams. I think the possibilities are huge. So if you have a heart to serve, a heart to help other people, and you hear this information here tonight and you've thought of people who can benefit from this, which is like everybody, then this could be a really good time for you. And we would invite you to take a peek at that. And what would it do for you also, let alone just helping those people? This can make a big difference for you, for your family, for your freedom of time, security. Perhaps you don't even need money and you just want to have that extra something that can create more travel. Better health, of course, is super important, but less debt. There's so many different things that are going to be important to you individually, and these are things to explore with the person who invited you onto this call, because those are the things that are going to help to drive you to actually go ahead and pick up the phone and call your friend who can benefit from it. And we all win. It's a win-win-win type of a model. I absolutely love it. And when you think about it, if a product were not that good, and you're asking people to sell it, I mean, it takes a lot of, I want to say courage, but I mean, you have to have an amazing product to put it in the hands of your customers to be the driver of your business model. In this case, we take out the middleman, and the happy customers are the ones who share the product, or people that see this opportunity and see that, or maybe they have a customer base or a number of people that they can help because it makes sense to them, kind of like when I saw it. These are really important factors to think about, because really, this is the time. This is the time in the world right now that people could really use something like this and make a big difference. So this team, quantum team that you have been invited onto this call by, we have a system which is, so just so you know, it's the fastest growing and the largest team in the whole company. And everything that has been done to create that status has been put together onto this website, build331.com, in terms of training and support and step-by-step guidance as to how to do this should you decide to share with other people. So definitely peruse this site. There's lots more detail and videos going into the compensation plan and how we do what we do, all kinds of resources in here, and all kinds of training to help you be successful. This is such a rich site, so make sure that you visit this if you are looking to share this. So I'm going to just shift right now. I'm going to talk about how to get started on the product with in mind just being a customer, being a preferred customer, or just getting a wholesale account to save a little bit of money or a lot of money, or to actually brand partner and go to, start to sell this product with us. And so there's an order form that is available on Bill 331, or you can invite or ask the person who invited you here to learn about that. But basically, to get started, you can purchase a sleeve, which is a month's supply. It comes in this beautiful packaging right here. A month's supply is $150 or $149.95 United States dollars, and that's the retail price. The preferred customer price, if you want to get it just auto shipped as a customer and not take any part of the wholesale or brand partnership, is $99.95 also for a monthly supply sent to your house every month. That's the basics of just becoming a customer. If you are interested in getting bulk discounts as a wholesale buyer and or jumping into or upgrading yourself to starting to share as a brand partner, then we have these other options. There's a starter kit, which I actually do this with a lot of just my customers to get a wholesale discount for them and maybe a spouse or a friend or somebody, other family member, or just to save money on shipping, where you can get 3 sleeves for the price of the one retail. So you're getting $2.99 for 3 sleeves for $2.99. Again, you save in shipping, and then you have 3-month supply. What I usually recommend with this is that you go ahead and set up an auto ship for 28 days afterwards. The reason being because it'll keep your account active and it will collect some points, which I'll tell you about in a moment, that can set you up to make money should you start sharing. And what I have found, and many, many people have found, like I said a few times already, it's hard not to share, and to, in some cases, even start with a friend or two. When you get your starter kit of 3, you can bring a couple of friends in at the same time. They might buy 1 or 2 of yours off of you, and all of you start together. Watch how it's starting to change your own bodies and share your testimonies with each other. And a lot of times that's a really great way to just start sharing with other people and make a little money. It's pretty cool. So the Business Builder kit is the 5 sleeve for $4.99, excuse me, it's almost $500, but you also get a bonus sleeve. So you get 5 X39s and a bonus of one of our other patches, which are amazing. And that kit is if you are looking to be a brand partner and you're looking to start sharing. This is the level where we encourage, well, you should have 2 sleeves sent per month, 1 for you, 1 for another family member, or 1 to sample or to sell. That comes every month for you. And that sets you up to be collecting points, which I'll tell you about in just a moment. Every product that is sold comes with a set of points, and we collect these points, and that's what we can earn money from. And so that gold sleeve or that gold pack, you get a really great deal to start. You have some to sell or to share, and then you of course have your auto ship so that you can continue building, and this unlocks where you can start getting paid more than $50 a week. And the Serious Business Builder, this would be the Diamond Kit. This is the best selection for someone who already has a network. Maybe you have a storefront, chiropractor, hairdresser, something like this. Where you want to sell it directly out of your storefront. And then you can always have people get wholesale or whatever as options themselves. But also if you are a builder, or if you've been in a business where you have a network of people, or you have maybe you're an influencer on social media or something, and you have a large group of people, this one is where you get 19 sleeves for only $84 per sleeve. So you're getting a really good deal. No auto ship necessary for the first 90 days. And it unlocks the highest commission rates for 90 days also. So if you really want to hit the ground running and make your money back, if you come in at the diamond level and you bring in other diamonds, every other diamond level that you bring in, you make $500. So you literally can earn back your entire investment to launch a business with the diamond kit by bringing in a few more in your next 3 months, and completely be set up for success, where you can sell some of those, you can give some away, or again, sell them straight from a storefront, and get people started and really off to the races. That's a really great one. And you can always upgrade to that kit later on. If you decide after just trying it for a little while, then you're ready to go, you can upgrade to that diamond kit and then be set up for those highest commissions. So that's a lot of information right there. But again, get with the person who invited you so you can learn a little bit more about what's the right fit for you. So quickly on that compensation plan, I mentioned that there's point values that go with every product that's sold, whether they're buying the product or they're buying the different kits. And so we basically build for our team for a structure. We build two different teams, just a left team and a right team. And each team has a virtual little bucket that carries all the points that are sold, or that for every product that's sold, the points that are generated from that go into these little buckets. And as those points collect at a certain ratio, it kicks out a bonus. It's called a cycle bonus of $50. And so as the team grows and more people are coming in as brand partners or wholesale users underneath you and more products are sold, these points collect and collect and collect. And that maxes out in terms of how much you can earn in this leveraged way of getting paid according to the points. That maxes out at $25,000 a week at the top of the marketing plan, $25,000 a week. So, and there are people that are doing that. They're absolutely maxing out this part of the marketing plan. So they're earning like an immediate commission for whatever's sold up front, which is linear. So if they sell a kit or if they sell just a product, they get a kickback for that or the commission for that. Or a profit. And then this is another way that we get paid, leverage by building teams. And again, $25,000 max on that per week. And the next way that we get paid is a matching bonus. So if we help people on our team and other people get the vision and they start really sharing and they start making those bonuses also, those $50 kickback bonuses, if they start making them, we can actually earn 25% on the people that we've directly sponsored, brought in ourselves that are making those commissions. So if they're making, let's just say they're making $100. They cycle twice and they make $100. We earn $25 by helping them do that. If they earn $100,000, they've maxed out you can make $25,000 of their $100,000. I mean, it's crazy. This matching bonus goes down 3 different levels: 25% for those you sponsor, 20% for those that they sponsor, and then another 20% for the ones they sponsor. There's qualifications involved, not that much. So check this out. There's much more detail about this on Bill 331. I'm not going to blow your hair back too much on this, but this is legacy pay. This is unlimited income potential. If you have the vision to really build and help other people to build, there's a lot that can be made here. And so really the possibilities are endless. Again, the importance of having a subscription is to not dump out those buckets. Okay, so even if you come in with that silver pack of 3, if you keep a subscription hitting each month, then those points are going to collect because some people are going to come in underneath you. It's a team effort. So there's a lot of that's happening underneath you. And you don't want any of those points to flush away. So you want to make sure that you have those subscriptions. Of course, again, with the gold level or above, you want 2 sleeves coming per month in order to be able to max out the comp plan. And that's the simplicity, as simple as I can put it in a few minutes, of how this plan works. It is so lucrative. I've never seen such an incredible marketing plan, and I've been in a couple of companies in my past, and I've just never seen anything like it. And because this product is so mind-blowing and it does so much for people and people share it so organically, it's just an opportunity you don't want to miss. It's just amazing. So again, get back with the person who invited you. Make sure you're on the patch and that you're prepared to be able to send people to startx39.com and just learn some of the basics if you're interested in sharing a little bit, or just send them back to the person that shared with you and they will help get you set up. And these are some of our sites, again, that I brought up in the beginning to make sure you're plugged in if you have any vision for that. So take a screenshot of this one. And again, we will be back next on Saturday. There's a business building training. And then again, Monday and Wednesday, we have trainings that are set up here on this page. You can take a screenshot of that. And these again are all available to you, and they're posted on our Facebook group as well. And all of the replays are available to you on YouTube. So I hope that this was beneficial and helpful for you tonight, and helping you to make the right decision for you and for the people that you love and getting started. And again, get with the person who invited you to really find what's just right for you. Again, the option to sell is, it's an optional plan, but I can only encourage you enough to set yourself up, because it's hard not to. And we really want to invite that you do, because we really need as many people getting healthier and getting off of so many of the other things that are not supporting their body right now, that's overloading their body and they're suffering. So thank you for your consideration on helping spread the word and for getting started yourself. And I hope you enjoy this journey with us. Thank you.